Hi, you guys. Today, for the First Impression Friday, we are going to be taking a look at AK patterns. On their homepage, they describe themselves as easy to sew, versatile patterns for women of all ages, shapes, and sizes. I took a little peek-see through some of the tabs. They have a ton of pattern hacks, sew-alongs, lots and lots of information. About the patterns, and I really feel like this is a pattern company that is great for beginner garment sewists because they do have so many resources for each of their patterns. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. I will show you some of the pattern hacks as we get to that pattern. Namely, there is one of them that has like 16 different hacks, and this one here, and each one of them is like a separate blog post, so it's really easy to digest as well. So we'll take a look at some of that stuff as we get through the patterns. But let's take a look at what they've got. I think they've got like 15 patterns, 10 or 15 patterns, so not too many, but definitely some good ones to take a look at. So let's start with the Heidi Dress. You might recognize some of these people as well. Their patterns are apparently inspired by and named after various sewing bloggers and vloggers. So if you recognize them, that is why. Okay, so this is the Heidi Dress. I remember when this came out. I do follow Heidi on Instagram, fellow North Carolinian, not for long though. But I remember seeing this dress, and then the one that has the scallops that we'll see here in a second. So AK Patterns is not completely foreign to me, but I've actually never been to their website before. So this will be fun to look through. All right. Heidi is a feminine yet super comfortable dress, flattering on a wide range of figures, easy to style up or down. It will be the dress you'll want to live in over the summer. Comes with two versions, both featuring flattering princess seams, a slightly scooped neckline, an elasticated waist, pockets, super cute slit detail on the center back that closes with a hook and eye. Neckline and armholes are finished with bias binding, and there are two length options for a slightly A-line skirt, knee length, and midi. There's a lot of information in this description. I mean, they're basically covering all the things that I would normally cover in a first impression. So that's really good. There's not going to be any questions about what you are getting whenever you purchase this pattern. The hero detail of this garment is the pretty frill, which you can insert for a very on-trend look and create a dress for a party or special occasion. Without the frill, Heidi can be a great option for every day, for a weekend break, or if you want to look great at the office. Comes with two different cup sizes. That's nice. AB cup and CD cup. Adventurous beginners. Fabric suggestions include light to medium weight wovens with movement, aka drape. Such as rayon challis, viscose, which is just a brand name of rayon, cotton lawn, linen and linen blends, chambray, double gauze, crepe. And then here's the size ranges, including the approximate height is 5 feet 4 inches. That's actually pretty short. Most of them I feel like are 5'6", 5'7", 5'8" even. So having someone drafting for 5'4" is a breath of fresh air. This pattern also comes with, two cup sizes. We went over that. Want to see the pattern on different body sizes, shapes, and styles? Check out our Instagram. PDF only, A4, US letter, and AO files. So you can print them at a print shop or at home. Okay, great. So let's take a look at some of these pictures. So this is, okay, good. This is the Heidi, I guess, pattern cover with the line drawing. So you can see we've got princess seams, the scoop neckline she was talking about. Here's the frill, which creates kind of like a sleeve. It does cover a lot of your shoulder. I love a flounce. You do have to be a little bit careful with flounces, especially with some of those fabric suggestions because the wrong side will show. But it has an elasticated waist and then two lengths. Didn't she say something about two lengths? But these look to be the same. This is giving me such strong Pretty Woman vibes. You know, when she goes to the whatever game that is, not rugby, the polo match, and she wears that brown and white polka dot dress. Anyways. Okay, yeah, here are the line drawings again. So there's a center back seam with the keyhole detail, which she explained, and the elastic allows you just to slip it over your head otherwise. So you don't have to worry about a zipper going past the waist seam. How to choose your size. Sizing chart. So she's got high bust. Oh, that's metric. She's got high bust. And then your full bust for the A cup, full bust for the C cup, your waist, and your hip. So this seems to be pretty similar to Big 4 sizing. Finished garment measurements for this pattern are all included here as well. And you get bust, waist, and hip finished garment measurements. So that's excellent. And then here are your fabric and supplies that you need. Again, a lot of information before you even purchase the pattern, which I think is really, really great. So looking at Heidi's version here, it does seem to be a little bit high-waisted. And maybe even like scoops up here a little bit. So I don't know if she makes the A or C cup, but I think you could lengthen the front a little bit. Hers is doing it a little bit too. This is more of a structured fabric as well, so you can see the difference in the flounce on that. Oh, here's one that has a little bit more of a blouson effect, but you can also see here how the wrong side of the fabric shows, so just pay extra careful attention to that. This neckline is beautifully finished. Oh, here's one. Okay, this is Whitney. Now her waist seam seems to droop a little bit. But look how pretty her frill looks. Covering a lot more of her arm, actually. So I don't know if this is just longer on her or maybe the princess seam on these others is coming in closer to the center front of her body versus Whitney's, which is a little bit off to the side a little bit. Maybe Whitney's is too big? I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It's really hard to tell where this center seam is hitting, where this princess seam is hitting. That kind of looks like it's on the side too, though, doesn't it? Oh, that's it without the frill. Really pretty arm shape. I love that it cuts in the back a little bit. Polka dots. I wish I could see the pockets better. That's like in a chambray, a little bit more structured. That must be the longer length too. Nice big chunky necklace. Yeah, solid would be great for accessorizing for sure. And look at hers. Hers is also more of like a sleeve. Cute. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very versatile, right? You could make it for a ton of different occasions. Every day going to Target, or you can make it really fancy for a special occasion. Okay, back to the beginning. Great. How do I get out of here? Okay. So lots of great pictures to look at, lots of different body shapes and sizes, so that should help you find, how this is going to look on a body type similar to yours. So this is the same description as we saw above, all the same information, nothing new there. Okay. That is the Heidi. How much does these things cost? 11 euros. Right? I think I've learned my lesson after the last time when I tried to bring back francs, whatever they're called. Anyways, okay, here's the other one that I had seen, the Whitney with the little scallops. And I'm assuming since you guys know Whitney from YouTube that a lot of you probably have seen this already, but I only saw what was available on Instagram, I think. So let's take a look through here. But it's described as a versatile garment designed to be sewn in jersey. Features a wrap front with modest V neckline, elegant A-line skirt that comes below the knee, or a peplum for the top version, 3 sleeve length options, and ties that keep the garment closed while cinching you in at the waist. The most unique detail of this pattern is a scallop trim around the neckline, which adds a touch of playfulness. 2 versions, scallop trim detail or without, 5 different cup sizes. 5 different cup sizes, guys, to guarantee you will achieve the perfect fit, which is imperative for a wrap. Imperative. So, designed for advanced beginners. Fabric suggestions are knits with 30 to 50% stretch, avoiding anything too stretchy and lightweight. Talking about you, rayon jersey. A medium weight cotton jersey, cotton spandex knit, or Ponte de Roma would be good options depending on the time of year. I love that she calls out like specific fabrics that you could literally copy and paste onto a website and you would have results that exactly match that. When people just have medium weight knit fabrics with approximately blah 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 stretch, you can't put that into a website and get any decent results. So being able to just say, oh, Ponte de Roma, okay, and then you get Ponte de Roma results. So that's really great. And then she talks about lightweight fabrics again. She talks about the size ranges again. Okay, cool. Let's look at some of these photos. So there it is with the scallop neckline. This must be the 3/4 sleeve, I guess. Super cute. Waist defining wrap, like she said. And then this skirt looks a little bit straighter than this one does. So I'd be interested to see some more versions of that. There's also the yardage and more information about the fabric we went over. Here are your sizes, including how to find your cup size. Here's the size chart, different size chart than the other one, because we have all the different cup sizes, and then your waist, and then your hip. So for me, I mean, I don't know which of these bust cups I would be, but I am in all one size range, which is really, really nice. Because granted, the hip on this is a little negligible because it's so large, but although that looks like a pretty close fitting, well, let's go back. So if I'm a 48-inch hip, the finished hip measurement is supposed to be 2.5 inches. Yeah, I actually think that this line drawing is a little deceiving. This makes it look like it's more of an A line when it's actually a little more close fitting if you look at her version for sure. Oh, there's the top. I would definitely check the bicep. I mean, it is a knit, so it's going to stretch a little bit, but all of these look very, very close fitted. And maybe even check the waist seam too. See how this one's a little bit long for her? Now, she could obviously just be a short-waisted person, but yeah, that skirt seems to be a little bit more flary. I think it just depends on the size that you choose. And look how much ease she has in her arm as well. As always, choosing the size is the hardest part and will always be the hardest part. I will say though that everyone's scallops look really good. And that is kind of a tricky thing to sew and have it look nice and smooth and not super lumpy, you know? Cute little top. That's the art gallery knit, right? Pretty. That's probably a Ponte knit. A little more structure. Look at that breeze. It also looks like, oh, there it is without the scallop, in case you're wondering what that looks like. I was going to say, it also looks like the scallops might be different for the different sizes. That would be really something else. I don't think so, but it does look like the smaller sizes have smaller scallops, but maybe that's just my eye deceiving me. I love this scallop detail. Yeah. See how, like, let me find, see, this side is great. She got a lot better as she was sewing it. This here, this is what would drive me nuts about the scallops. But as you can see, it can be done really, really beautifully. Just there's a few tips and you just really have to take your time with it. It's not something you can just rush through. But I imagine you could also, I know she has the option for, where was the unscalloped version? She has the option for the no scallop, but it also looks like it doesn't have a band. So I think you could also convert the scallop to a band if you wanted that extra coverage, but you didn't want the scallops. So something to keep in mind. All right, that's the Whitney. Next up, we've got the Meg. Meg is a comfortable, elegant, loose-fitting dress and top designed for woven fabrics and without designed for woven fabrics without zips or set-in sleeves. It's a quick sew, perfect for beginners. I would say so. Two variations, a hip length top and a midi length dress, optional turn up cuffs, tie belt with belt loops. Thank you very much. And their neckline is finished with a facing. The dress version also includes optional inseam pockets. This was designed with beginners in mind, even if you haven't sewn anything before. The Meg dress and top can look completely different depending on the fabric you choose to make it. Slippery fabrics like rayon or viscose, a crepe, or even a silk. If you're a beginner, make Meg in more stable fabrics such as cotton poplin, lawn chambray, or linen. I think there should be a comma here. Lawn, comma, chambray. Great, yeah, she's exactly right. I love that she calls out different fabric suggestions for different skill levels. I feel like they really, really want you to be super successful and give you as much information as they possibly can to ensure that. I know that when I was a beginner, picking fabrics and matching them to not only the garment but my skill set was the biggest hurdle to get over besides fit. But thankfully, I think this is a pattern where fit is relative, like there's a lot of wiggle room here, no pun intended. One thing I do want to point out is this is a grown-on sleeve, right? But it also has a dart. So a lot of times when you see these grown-on sleeve garments, there is no shaping here at all. So it tends to be really like unstructured, oversized, and for someone who is a pair like me, I don't necessarily want to add more volume to my upper body because then I feel like it combined with my already larger lower body just kind of gives me the appearance of being bigger than I really am. But when you have a little bit of shaping like this, that helps define different parts of your body. So that's a really, really good detail that I don't think that many designers consider. Okay, so we've got dress 1 with or without cuffs, front, back, and then version 2, front, back, front, cuffed and uncuffed. I don't know necessarily that we needed all of these different illustrations, but okay. Like she could have done like they do in Big Four where half the dress is one version and half the dress is another, but neither here nor there. Pretty designs either way. Okay. So I think too, let me go back. I think too, if you this is what it's like if you don't wear the belt. So very much a A-line shift dress. So keep that in mind as we go through these and we see people with the cinched in belts. That's more of a chambray, whereas this one's a little bit drapier, silkier. That's going to fall closer to the body, where this one's going to stand away from the body a little bit. The sleeve is longer than I thought it would be. Really pretty. The neckline is also higher than I thought it would be. Well, I don't know. Her sleeve's not so long. Yeah, it's really hard to tell with these community makes because you don't know what, if any, alterations they made. Are they instructed to not make any alterations for their own comfort level? I don't know. That's pretty and just a little basic stripe. Super cute, lightweight drapey. That also might be the cuffed version. Pretty background. This is more from the cover shoot. See how that dart just really helps pull in some of that excess fabric? Love it. Okay, here it is without the belt. Still super cute. This one does seem to be pulling toward the front a little bit. I think this is the seam here. Oh, I lie. My bad. This is the seam here. So it fits really well. Again, the dart, exceptional. Here it is in like a cotton. I mean, that could even be like a Goodwill sheet upcycle. I hope you guys can see how that dart is really helping shape the dress. Really pretty. Really pretty. You'd see that in Banana Republic any day. That one too. A little silk version. Love that. Super cute. Just gonna flip through the rest of these photos. I'm also trying to pay attention a little bit to the bust darts and also this neckline. So because the neckline is wider so that you don't need a zipper or any back closures at all, you can have some gaping, which is a problem that I have. I think that like I might be like narrower or something. I don't know exactly. Um, but you can tell how the neckline is like way up high on some people and then lower on others, like these two ladies. You can tell the difference there. But you can also see that her bust darts are not necessarily in the right place either. So that would just be, I mean, I hate to say to muslin something so basic, but definitely, check a few things before you just start cutting into your fabric. Tissue fit would be plenty. Just to make sure it's your comfort level where it hits on your neckline, your comfort level with your bra strap possibly showing, and making sure the bust darts are in the right place. I have this fabric. That's not the bust dart, is it? Oh my. Uh-oh. Hmm. It really does look good on every body type. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Coffee and donuts. Cute. I love the length of that one. She had to have lengthened the arm, the sleeve part, right? Or I don't know, maybe in the upper size range it is longer. I don't know. I don't know. She didn't say that, I don't think. Did she say there were two lengths of the sleeve? Oh, that one's exceptional. So cute. I would wear that in a second. Okay, lots of cute versions. We get it, right? There we go. Let me check the two variations. Yeah, all she mentions is the cuffed and uncuffed sleeve. So I don't know if it's just drafted for a longer sleeve on the larger size range or what. That would only be something I could figure out if I had the pattern. But cute. Cute, simple, one of those really good, honestly, palette cleansers. If you've been doing like, somebody on Instagram today was like, they were talking about how they might have lost a little bit of their mojo because they just got done sewing like a rain jacket or something. So if you're doing like a coat or a pair of jeans or something that has like a gajillion steps, that Meg Dress would be a great palette cleanser because it probably sews up so easily and pretty much bang on results right out of the well, I say pattern envelope, but right off the printer, I guess. Okay, this is the Lisa dress. Sorry, I jumped ahead to the pictures. The Lisa dress is a gorgeous summer dress sewing pattern. It has a V neckline and an A-line skirt with optional pockets and optional tie belts. Version 1 is a sleeveless dress, while version 2 features lovely scalloped shaped cap sleeves. Scalloped shaped cap sleeves? Oh, that add a touch of romance to the design. Version 3 has detachable ties on the shoulder seams. Designed with adventurous beginners in mind, we'll teach you some basic dressmaking techniques like darts and invisible zip, all in one armhole and neckline facing, and more. So this is like after you make the last dress, then you come make this one, and you're like building on your skills. Light to medium woven fabrics. Please note if you want to use special prints or if you're combining different versions. Must be something to do with the layout, the pattern layout. And then same size range, but only one cup size. Which is interesting. One cup size on the last pattern wasn't that big of a deal because it's a more looser fit. But this, I don't know. Maybe we would want the other cup sizes. Okay. But let's see what it looks like. Let's see how the cup sizes are reflected in the makes. So pretty straightforward fit and flare dress. You have the vertical bust darts and the horizontal ones. Center back seam all the way down, and then also bust or back darts on the above the waist. And then the tie version and the cap sleeve version. I mean, I'm kind of already seeing an issue with the bust cups, but I mean, I guess knowing is helpful. I love the shoulder ties, obviously. This one has, oh, is that the belt? The sash? Okay, I thought it was a waistband, but oh, I love the ruffle. That's real cute. Patch pockets she added. That's fun. So is this the sleeve? The cap sleeve? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They didn't let me zoom like the other ones. Yeah, that might be the cap sleeve, the scalloped shaped cap sleeve. Cute. Cute little summer dress. Here's the size chart. The hip has on this one the same 2.5 inches of ease, so still pretty close fitting, but same measurements everywhere else. Oh my gosh. That's too much. In a good way. She had a little bit of trim to hers. Her bust fits really well. There it is, layered for fall. Ankara, love that. The ruffle must be some hack that is on the site somewhere. Yeah, everybody's is looking a little bit tight right through here. Not everybody's, but I'm noticing on more than one that they can be a little bit tight through here. So something to keep in mind when you're measuring, possibly measure for and use your upper bust measurement instead of your full bust measurement, possibly. Yeah, I guess you can see how it's scalloped a little bit. I think it's a little bit short. Like it's giving me Star Trek. Who has the space suits with the things that stick straight out? It's kind of giving me that just because it's sticking out and up, especially in these more structured fabrics. It's also a little bit short, but again, she drafts for a 5'4" person. Um, Pretty. Oh, I have that necklace. Oh, she did scallop him too. That's fun. And scallop fabric. Scallops on scallops on scallops. Pretty. See what I mean though? Just a little bit tight for even for people that aren't super full busted. Okay. Oh, still some. Nope, nope. Yeah, and then this is the problem that you run into when you're full busted. You make the size for your bust like you're supposed to do, but because it's a B cup, you have a little bit of puckering here. This is what a, full bust adjustment would have corrected. So just a few little tweaks with this one, I think, but again, knowing what to look for, oh, so pretty. Um will go a long way because this is very very close. No pattern is going to be always perfect right out of the gate, but it is a bit of a red flag to see such a close fitting bodice only having the B cup. So, find a tutorial for a full bust adjustment and possibly use your high bust measurement for your bust here instead of your full bust. Okay, Samantha. Samantha is cute. I imagine, is it for Jersey? Yeah. So this is probably going to be a very similar block to the Whitney with the scallops. Um, Similar fit. This one does not have set-in sleeves though, so that's one thing that I'm noticing. I do adore a wrap dress with a collar though, so Samantha is a versatile jersey dress with endless potential. There are two versions: shorter length and cute bow ties at the sleeves, or a collar and separate tie belt that will cinch you in and flatter your figure. So it's a faux wrap dress. So it's really nothing like the Whitney. Maybe the bodice is based off of that block, but maybe not. Two sleeve options, short sleeves and 3/4 sleeves. Designed for adventurous beginners, interesting techniques without being too intimidating. Exclusively for knits, 30 to 50%, like cotton jersey or ponte. Avoid anything too stretchy and lightweight, such as rayon jerseys. Okay, so you can see it has grown on sleeve with the shoulder seam being on top of the arm. So that's how you can create the ties and all of that, those extra fun details. It still has waist darts, which is nice. And then you have the option of the band and then the band with the collar. I'm assuming there's a seam under here. There has to be for these darts. And then a fuller skirt is what we're looking at. Darts in the back as well. Lovely. So tie sleeves are cute. That's the version with the collar. I love a collar. It just, for a jersey dress, especially with the wrap feature, it just really elevates it for me. Again, a little on the short side for a lot of these gals. I mean, look how pretty that is. It's just basic blue, but really, really pretty. Color block. And you'll notice that like the necklines on all of them are very high and very modest, no cleavage. Pretty. Here's our size chart. Again, this is only for a B cup, but because it's a knit, because it's a wrap, maybe you can fudge that a little bit. That's probably why the Whitney has the A, B, and then C, D, I'm guessing. That also might be a new thing for her, where just her more recent patterns have the cup sizes to make it more inclusive, you know? The size chart is the same, but this one has a lot more ease in the skirt. You can see this one has 13 and almost 14 inches of ease in the skirt. So that's how you know it's going to be like a very full skirt, fit and flare. That creates a fun little design on the sleeve. She has no personality. Really, really. I mean, look how beautiful that fits her. Love it. Love it. So pretty. Love that fabric. The drape of it is exceptional. The collar does come down a little bit lower than I would expect, but I don't not like it. I mean, right? Doesn't it look, I don't know what it is about the collar that just makes it look so much more expensive. So pretty though. Yep. Excellent. We get the idea at this point, right? And I mean, it is a grown-on sleeve, but it is a close fitting. You know, you don't have tons and tons and tons of fabric, so like it looks like a set-in sleeve here, even though it's not. They are short though. If you're tall, you need to be checking the length. Okay, that's Samantha. Okay. Next, we've got Abby. Abby is a jumpsuit with endless potential. There are two main versions with added variations. Version 1 features wide leg trousers, which can be turned into culotte length or a play suit, which is shorts. Version 2 has tapered legs and lovely pleats at the waist and can also be turned into a play suit. So with pleats or without, okay. Both versions include optional inseam pockets and a tie belt. As for the sleeves, you can make them either 3/4 or short. It's a knit jumpsuit. Fabrics with 30 to 50% stretch. Cotton jersey, ponte are ideal. Drafted for a B cup. Okay. Similar wrap bodice to what we just saw with the grown-on sleeve and then the band. And also the waist darts. So this is just swapping out that full skirt for the pants. So she made this version here and then cropped it. I gotta imagine this is like one of the most comfortable things you can possibly wear, right? I mean, a cotton jersey jumpsuit. Come on. Oh, look, the play suit shorts are actually a lot longer than I thought. These are like knee length. Let's see who made some of those. Oh, wait, she has the collar from the last version, which isn't in the line drawings. Cute. I mean, is this from the Bowden catalog or what? Now let's check the size chart. So I'm still in the same size range. I am very different between bust and waist though. So I just want to point that out. Okay, and then finished. Oh, it's really hard to see. There is no ease in the hip, which is fine because it's knit. But the smaller sizes look like they have an eighth of an inch of ease or a quarter. So it goes from a quarter inch of ease to an eighth to nothing. Then back up to a quarter. That's interesting. And then your waist has a lot. It has, well, 2¼ inches for me. And then your bust has a quarter of an inch of ease, which I don't know, that waist, that makes me nervous. So pretty. Yeah, I mean, the waist does look like it has a lot of ease in it, right? I mean, easy enough to take in. I'd rather it have more than enough than not enough. So pretty. Oh, I don't know about the inseam pockets. Certainly they're going to show. Cute. I'd love to know where these women are getting these gorgeous prints. Look at that though. Simple basic black. Love the collar, the front wrap. So chic. That one's fun too. I've seen that print somewhere before. I can't remember who it is. Cute. It is very close fitting through the hip though. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm just notating that. Well, that one looks a little more roomy. I guess it just depends on if you alter it or how you sew it up to fit your body. Yeah, I mean, doesn't get more comfy looking than that, right? Cute. Cute, cute Abby jumpsuit. I do wonder though if the collar comes with because so many of the testers had the collar, but the collar is not shown. So that would be interesting to know. All right, now we have the Adriana skirt, which is a flattering high-waisted skirt with beautiful pleats on one side. Yeah, I agree. I love this paper bag waist option. Her gorgeous silhouette will flatter every shape, cinching you in at the waist before skimming out over the hips. Version 1 features a beautiful pleated panel that extends over your natural waist and adds a touch of elegance. Version 2 is a simple waistband. They both close with an invisible zip in the back and sit below the knee. Incredibly versatile, seasonless. Make it in a crisp cotton lawn. Perfect skirt to wear all summer long. Choose a lightweight wool to stay warm and stylish during the summer or during the cooler months of the year. Aim for advanced beginners and will teach you a lot of useful techniques like constructing the pleats, attaching a waistband, or inserting an invisible zip. Perfect pattern to tackle if you want to up your sewing game. And then same about the fabric. The cup size actually doesn't matter because it's a skirt. All right, let's take a look. I'm not typically a skirt person. I don't really know why. I guess because I figure if I'm going to make a skirt, I might as well make a dress. But this one is pretty cool and interesting and different, which I like. Yeah, so this one with the paper bag waist or that extension panel is going to be all about the styling. Um, it is going to be, oh gosh, I don't know how to say. Like, whenever you have a close fitting top underneath, this can kind of be, oh, I don't know how to say it. Let me form that thought before I say much more. This version is really cute, even though that top isn't close fitting. Maybe this is also why I have a problem with skirts, because I never know how, like, what to wear them with. Do I do a blousey top? Do I do close fitting top? I don't know. But this extension is difficult because it can add a lot of bulk to your waistline, and for a lot of us, the waistline is like the smallest part. Now, I do think that since the waistband sits at the waistline and this is above that, maybe that's why those blousier shirts aren't looking as tragic as I have seen them in the past. This is it without the, panel, which is cute. I do like the one side, the asymmetric pleats is really cool and fun. Right? It's like a sideways mullet, business and then party. Okay. Oh, more pictures. That one looks like the pleats are more centered. I guess you could spin it around. I'd never thought of that. Yeah, I think if you get it to where that waistband hits at your natural waist, like this is really pretty. I love the drapey top and then the regular waistband. But yeah, if you make it so that that waistband, like Whitney's, is sitting right at your natural waist, I think you're pretty good to wear any top with it. That one's obviously really cute. Oh, that one's like layered with an eyelet and then an underlining, obviously. So cute. Yeah, I think it's fun for a skirt. Now, this does make me wonder, this right here. So if I am a hippier person, is this going to happen? Because my hips are so much wider than my waist. That would be annoying to me. That would bother me. So, I don't know. Now I'm unsure. I was feeling so confident about it. See how hers are? But this one looks like they all face to the center front, except for this one, which makes like a box pleat. But it's just too hard to tell. It doesn't look like that over here. But if that is the case, where this is a box pleat, then I think that would eliminate my concern about that one hip part looking funny. All right, Adriana. Now we have Susie. Susie is I'm assuming a knit dress because I recognize this as art gallery, right? But Susie is a comfortable, elegant, and easy to sew garment intended for knits. Yep, perfect dress to take you from work to weekend, style it up or down. Comes with 2 neckline variations. 1 features a scoop neck. 2 has an elegant boat neck. Inseam pockets, no thanks. And there are 2 sleeve lengths to choose from. Designed with adventurous beginners. Even if you haven't sewn with knits before, you will be able to tackle this in a few hours. I don't see why it isn't for beginners. The Susie dress is designed for knits with 2-way stretch, at least 20% stretch, cotton jersey, cotton spandex, ponte de Roma. And then same spiel about staying away from very thin, very stretchy fabrics. Knits with more weight to them are much easier to handle and work with, so keep that in mind if you're a beginner. Okay, And still with the B cup. All right, so what we've got here is this is interesting. So it's got a set-in sleeve, but then it's also got this additional like sleeve seam. So it's not just like a 3/4 length sleeve, it's like a 2-part sleeve kind of. Here's the scoop neck and the boat neck. And then I don't think there's elastic in the waist. I think this belt is doing all of the cinching. So if you leave the belt off, you just have a shift. I always get those confused. Well, now what is this? Is that on the other one? Oh, I guess so. Okay. I didn't notice that at first, on the first one. That's the boat neckline, though. It is a really pretty neckline. So are people, or I guess not people, like they just did it on their own, but is it the instruction to sew that down? To tack that down? Because everyone's looks like it's laying nice and flat, so I'm getting the impression that it's sewn down. Yeah, it's got to be, especially because look how she has her knee popped and like nothing's happening to it, so that's got to be it. Which makes me think that there is a waist seam because this has to end somewhere, right? This is the size chart. 1 inch of ease in the hip, but 7 inches of ease in the waist. 7 inches. So it's got to be elasticated then. Can you see on her? Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, bummer. We'll just start from the end. Yeah, I guess there is elastic in there. Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better about it. Otherwise, then it's just like it's really just a t-shirt dress with a wrap skirt. You know what I mean? Cute. Yeah, there is a lot of, oh, I love her shoes. There is a lot of variety in terms of dressing up and dressing down though. Hey, I have that fabric. I made it into pajamas. And that's a pretty lightweight fabric. I can't remember what it was made from. Okay. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what I think about yeah, I guess you can see that it is stitched. I don't know that it's stitched down, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this silhouette for me. Like I said, a t-shirt dress with an interesting hemline and an elasticated waist. I don't know. Some of the other designs I feel like were a little bit more special, maybe? Let's look at Shiona. She has a very similar bodice as what we just saw. The Shiona dress shouldn't be missing from your collection. Perfect pattern to try if you're sewing with knit fabrics for the first time. She comes with 5 versions. Simple shift dress, basic top, dramatic ruffle hem top, and then shift dress with narrow ruffled hems. Oh, I see. But it is the same, like from the waist up, as the last dress. So truly a t-shirt dress is what we've got here because there's no elastic in the waist, no tie belt. So it's a t-shirt dress with various ruffles. Ruffles added anywhere you can think. Let's see. I want to see lots of these versions. Well, that doesn't really help me out much. That's just the basic top. So that's the dress with the longer ruffle. It is cute. It's more of a tunic though, am I right? Well, that's adorable. That's the little baby ruffles. Oh, wait. Yeah, slightly closer fitted in the waist and negative ease in the hip. So tighter in the hips than the last one that we saw. Well, that's beautiful. There's the plain version, no ruffles. Very pretty. Yeah, I mean, it can go ice skater, you just got to be real careful with this particular version that's got the drop waist. Yeah, these little contrast ruffles are really fun. I like the length of the top. Oh, wait, look at her sleeve. She added some volume and a cuff. Cute. That's the t-shirt. Contrast sleeves. She added a belt to hers. Okay, back to the beginning, right? Oh no. The shape looks really good, like the shaping through the waist. Come on. I liked her other makes. Does anybody know who this is? If I can find her on Instagram. She makes pretty clothes. Oh, so that's in like a more of a like a double knit. So like a sweatshirt kind of. I do think that that is a fun idea though, like a sweatshirt and then like a shirting popping out. That's cute. Cute idea. I mean, where is this vacation? I want to go. This is the same problem I had with the ruffle sleeves that I just did, is that you can see them really easily on the inside, the wrong side of the fabric. Also, this is slightly concerning. You can tell it like wants to be a pleat, even though a dart, even though there's no darts. There's that sleeve again. I like that. She added some color blocking. What's interesting though is that everyone who's made the sleeve version, I don't see that seam that's in there. So I don't know if that, like this seam right here, I don't know if that is an error in the illustration. Certainly not. Certainly she can see that that's there, right? Or is this just her way of illustrating that you can do a short or a long sleeve? That must be it. I wish that it were split down the middle and you had short sleeve over here and then a full long sleeve over here. That's a little confusing, misleading. And then is this the tunic length one that I was seeing? Or is this that? Because this looks to be the same length as this. I don't think anyone made this version. But the community makes were really inspiring, especially with the contrast ruffles and stuff. Okay, this is the Britney skirt. You guys probably all know Britney Jones. This is a pinafore style skirt that combines clean lines with a vintage inspired vibe. Softly gathered skirt, big patch pockets and straps that tie on the front and add a pretty detail to the garment. If you prefer a simpler style, you omit those straps and create a beautiful plain skirt instead. Designed with beginners in mind, quick sew, lots of basic techniques. Any kind of medium weight woven fabric, such as denim, corduroy, or even lightweight wool. For a spring-summer version, you can choose cotton poplin, chambray, or linen. We recommend staying away from anything lightweight and drapey. Perfect. Yeah, you really want the structure in the skirt and in the straps. Now, this style, this little like skirt with suspenders, I can't say I love, but I want to reserve my final say until I see everybody's versions. The waist is really all that matters here. And there is, yeah, only about 3/4 of an inch of ease in the waist. So, but then again, you could make it a little bit bigger and no one would ever know because you got the straps. You know, that's what's really holding it up. So far, no one's changing my mind. Here's the plain skirt, but again, that's just a gathered skirt into a waistband, you know? I am all for, you know, interesting, fun silhouettes. I just don't know. Something about the straps being so thick, maybe, or where they are sewn in, like where on the waistband they are sewn, like along here. This being so far to the outside, they're kind of just like, yeah, I don't know. That's actually the first one that I've seen that I really liked. I think it has something to do with where this strap hits you on your boob. Is all I can think of. If it goes up and over your, like the fullness of, I don't know, I don't really like that. But this to the side is cute. Okay, I was waiting to see a corduroy version. um, I don't hate it. I think that fabric selection is imperative. I think that where these straps hit you matters. And I'd also consider taking in the width of them. Like they are like 2 inches wide. I might make them like 1 inch wide and see if that helps. Like that's a pretty decent version. I can't really tell what's all that different about hers though. Oh, I want to see the front of that. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if I have to be honest, I'm going to say Britney, the model here, who it was named after, her version's the cutest. It's definitely fun. I wonder if it matters too if the what you're wearing underneath it has any neckline or yeah, I think this just takes a lot of thought to wear. It's not one of those things you can just like make and throw on with anything. All right, now we've got Kimberly. Kimberly has the quintessential inside the hem outfit on. Fit and flare dress with all of the bodice darts and like a little sleeve. Totally my jam. Kimberly is a gorgeous dress intended for woven fabric, soft V neckline, half circle skirt with a panel at the bottom, optional pockets, optional tie belt. Version 1 is long sleeve, version 2 is short sleeve. Designed with adventurous beginners in mind, you'll learn basic dressmaking techniques like stitching darts, invisible zip, inserting sleeves, attaching a facing, and more. Yeah. Your light to medium weight fabrics with drape, poplin, lawn, crepe, rayon. Some lightweight wool fabrics could also work, but you may have to line your dress if necessary to avoid itchy or static issues. It can also be made out of a knit. After making some modifications, you can read all about that in this tutorial. Okay. So she has an eyelet or some kind of lace and then underlined it with this blue. You can see here you've got all your darting, you've got your set-in sleeve, facing, and then the band at the bottom. Really pretty. I think this one said it only came in B cups too. Now this, if I were going to make this version where I'm not doing a contrast on the bottom, I would have just extended the length of that and not sewn a separate band, but yeah, like she did, there's no band there. Yeah, so close fitting at the waist and the bust, and then very generous hips. Ooh, flutter sleeve. I wonder if that's a knit too. Oh, that background. Yeah, really cute. Kind of reminds me of Allie Jackson. Did you guys follow her a lot when she made these kinds of dresses? She's since had twins, so I can't really blame her for not getting as much selfish sewing in as she used to. Oh, look at that waistband. That's interesting. Oh, and she added cuffs too. Huh. Now, is that a bolero or did she, yeah, she drafted it to be like color block like that. That's cool. Oh, this is fun. Where that, like, she matched up the pattern too. That's really, really cool. So it's the same fabric with different backgrounds, and then she matched up the print. So it looks like it was like dip dyed, kinda. Perfect. Love the drape of that fabric. Yup. See, these kinds of styles, I think this is why I started with styles like these. It's very, very difficult to go wrong with dresses like this. I mean, it looks good in so many different fabrics, and it is really flattering on everyone. Okay, now we're up to the Nikki cardigan. Is destined to become your go-to cardigan pattern, wrap style, 2 different length options. Short cardigan designed to hit below your waist, and then a hip length cardigan. Fitted on the shoulders, separate tie belt, optional belt loops, open, closed. Okay. Designed for beginner sewers. Variety of fabrics, light to medium weight knits with 4-way stretch. For warmer months, choose thinner knit. If you're making a winter cardigan, look for something with a little bit more weight to it, like a mid-weight cotton jersey, ponte, or sweater knit. Okay. A little bit long in the sleeve, but again, that could just be her. Yep, pretty straightforward design here. Again, showing you can wear it open or closed. Also, this is not hip length. This is straight up knee length. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the tie belt cardigan. I either want mine just open or I want it to be designed with like a button or something. I say that, but then anytime you'll show me something cropped, I'm gonna love it. That's really cute. Maybe I spoke too soon. Yeah, the shorter length tied is really, really cute. And then the longer length, just, yeah, this is great. Open with some waist definition is great. This is perfectly styled. Love that. She just changed my mind. But the longer it is, and then the tie, for whatever, I don't know why. I'm not that person, it's a totally just a personal thing. I guess it looks like a robe. There's so much individual style that comes through whenever they show all of these community makes. Okay, cute Nikki cardigan. Okay, great. Last one, we're on to the Rachel Jumpsuit. This is a pattern to take you from day to night, create chic, stylish outfits that are comfortable but look amazing. Two versions. Version 1 is a pair of high-waisted, wide-leg trousers that close with an invisible zipper on the back. Version 2 is a jumpsuit with panels. Both versions feature slash pockets. Love that. And length variations. Rachel is designed for intermediate sewers. Construction is very straightforward. Fitting is the most difficult part of the process. Depending on the time of year, you can make Rachel in a variety of fabrics, light to medium weight wovens with some drape, such as crepe, denim, linen, gabardine, chambray, lightweight wool, and rayon. All right. I actually don't hate the panels at all. It's kind of like a cheater jumpsuit because, I mean, it is a jumpsuit, but you don't have all the work of like the bodice panel and everything that you're used to, or like even the full-on bodice. I also want to say if you took the Britney skirt and added this to that versus those other straps, that might be cute. You could also buy the Rachel and the dress that we just looked at and make one of those, like, you know, fitted classic jumpsuits with the bodice that has the waist darts and the bust darts and everything. You could combine those. So if you are making version 1, oh wait, okay. Invisible zip in the back no matter what. One set of pleats in the back, darts, and then one set of pleats in the front. And then these are the two lengths. Hey girl in your crop top. Yeah, this is kind of how I see it, in some kind of wool. I see it as more of a wintry thing. Pretty close fitting hip. 1¼ inches of ease about, depending on your size. The waist is even closer fitting. And there's no finished bust measurement because it's just like a panel, and I guess it's impossible to determine a size like across here. But yeah, I definitely see this as more of a winter garment. Look how cute that denim is. That's it. Without the panels, just as the pants. There's a lot of different body types in here, and a lot of them got a really, really good fit. The culottes look really nice. Yeah, I don't see anything jumping out at me about the fit of the crotch or any of that, which, you know, sometimes that can stand out. And Big Four is really the worst about it. But the fact that these are community makes, you know, they're not like samples made for a model, and everybody was able to get such a great fit through the crotch, that's really promising. Either there's a lot of really great instruction on altering the pants to fit you, or they're just drafted really well out of the envelope. One of the two. And this one, you can tell she extended the panels to make it more of like a crossover bodice. So that's definitely an option as well. These are really cute. I'm down for the Rachel. All right. That is AK Patterns. What did you guys think? It's a little bit of the, basics of indie patterns, but there are also some really fun elevated looks as well. I would say she's very good at taking something that is basic, adding one element to give it that little something. Like for this, it's a wrap dress, but she added the scallop neckline. I would say that's probably the strong suit of this pattern company. Obviously, very feminine. I love that. Yeah, a lot of really good patterns. Basic with a wink. But let me know what you think. Which one's your favorite? Which one are you gonna buy? I'd love to know what you guys think. If you have these already, and you've already sewn in AK patterns, please, please, please leave a comment and let us know what you thought of the construction process and the instructions and all of that. When there's not a free pattern for me to download, I really, really love to see you guys' comments, kind of filling in the blanks where, like what after this, after we look at the pattern, then what can we expect, what are the instructions like? Is there like an illustration with every one? Is the illustration done by hand, like a drawing, or is it like a computer rendering? Are there lots and lots of instructions with lots and lots of pictures? You know what I mean? So if you've ever sewn an AK pattern before, leave a comment to let us know what it's like to actually make one of these things. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Bye.